I am a kinesthetic learner. I made it my goal to learn 20 to 30 ASL basics, whether in words, phrases, and letters, to be more inclusive as an individual, and as someone who aspires to be a psychology professional. I also want to finally talk and connect with people who communicate with science. In this video, you get a glimpse of what happened as I learned in science. Let's get into it. First up, I used 3 strategies that align with my style of learning. In my first week, I didn't have a concrete step in how to memorize science. When I was learning alphabets, the process was slow and I was not as ready to learn as I needed to be. However, when I tried to change the time of my learning to late nights when the time's more relaxed and venture to fewer words and phrases, I become more ready to learn. That's why last week I noticed I gradually absorb new information faster and efficiently as I already have a routine in mind. Looking at my progress, I found that it corresponds with 3 thirds. First is Skinner's operant conditioning, which is known as conditioning behavior of adding stimulus, either positive or negative, to kickstart progress. This is manifested when I actually try to draw the science I learn as positive reinforcement. Since I already love and enjoy drawing, I try to use it to condition my mood towards learning science and make me feel more willing to learn. Another relevant theory is Gottfried's law of frequency, essentially referring to effective learning through repetition process. This scenario is also evident in my process as I too have specific tasks lined up within a week, which I decided to follow even until the final days of learning. Besides that, I also use the mimicking technique with the idea of repeating action to familiarize myself with a specific sign. Finally, there is Tolman's purpose and behaviorism, which is associated with committing to learning goals. It definitely resonated with my plan as I initially added 20 to 30 signs as a goal for each week. It was a central focus or quota that I follow every week or for the entire course of my learning. All my techniques have so far been effective for me. In particular, I was able to learn science through simple mimicking and mood conditioning. Mimicking helped me immerse myself with the sign and the feeling and using of gestures associated with the sign. Same with drawing, which mostly alters my mood positively. With these strategies, I can now use signs for transactional conversations like the simple yes, no, or thank you. All these have led to reaching or even exceeding my goal of learning 20 to 30 signs weekly, which above all I considered a success. I learned, most importantly, that the sign itself has a wider coverage than the basic icebreakers or alphabets, so naturally it needed time or even formal education to finally converse with people who rely on signs. That's why in the future I need to improve my goal and techniques to finally venture into more complex and casual phrases and sentences. Hopefully, when I'm finally able to fluently understand and talk in sign language, I know I will be able to have a wider range of connecting and reaching with different people. This will be relevant to what I want to do in my life and my education. Either way, learning does not stop there. All I need to do is to try and continue.